Hey guys, welcome to Share Your Story, and I'm here with.
My name is Kriesh. Nice meeting you.
I like that.
Dark together we could chill, but we're too far apart, and you won't let me in. Can I be a part of the beginning and end? Yeah, a little kiss won't satisfy the things that I want. I
Who
need
are
you like
you?
the air.
I'm a Salvadoran American artist. I moved from Florida here to Portland, Oregon about a year ago. My sister had moved out here a few months before I did, and I wasn't doing too hot in Florida at that time, mentally, emotionally, financially, all that jazz. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll slide up here, see what's up.
What acts has your culture affected your pursuit to your journey?
I think I grew up in a very I don't know. I come from a very traditional household where my parents were very like patriarchal, and like gender roles are very like
Mhm.
ingrained in in the house life. So I always said I wanted to follow my dreams, like I want to be a singer and this and that, and it was always like you're dreaming too much, or what you need to do is clean the house, wash the
Mm.
dishes, learn how to cook type shit. But like eventually I hit a breaking point. That would have been COVID. COVID, like I know that fucked a lot of people over, but like COVID really, it had me like I gotta do something different. I went to um Blake High School in Tampa, and I was surrounded by so many creatives. And so seeing all that talent and being surrounded by so many incredible people, I ended up making music with my friends after a shroom trip. We were in my apartment and we were just tripping balls, and all of a sudden we're making music until the sun came up, and then I haven't stopped since. And it was kind of like it broke me out of whatever I had been taught
Mm.
in my household of like you're dreaming too much, like you're watching too many movies. And what started that dream was rock band with my brother, and
Mm.
him always giving me the mic and singing Nirvana songs and all that.
What did you were talking about your band or your brother's band, and I was trying to see, would you ever be in a band or have you ever been in a band?
That was Rock Band, the video game.
Oh,
I actually got on Hinge looking for bandmates, and I was like searching for different instrumentalists, and got some hits, and I met quite a few guitarists off of there. And I met Sashka. He's a sick ass fucking guitarist, and he's in a band called Liquid Sun. Sick ass funk band, amazing. And we started rehearsing, and then at one point we did have a drummer, and then like that drummer didn't seem like too committed, and so we
Mm.
ended up doing that show together, just me and Sashka, as a duo. And then, but one thing he said to me when we first met that really stuck with me was, "Why do you need a band?" I'm realizing, like, I actually don't need a band. Like, I think I'm good as a soloist.
Do you think there's a crowd you're more geared towards? Like, are you trying to attract a certain type of people, or is like whoever likes it likes it?
Yeah, I think whoever likes it is who I'm trying to get my music to. But it's mainly like whoever is feeling like lonely, lonely, and is reaching out. Because for me, music, you have artists that you're like, wow, like you saved my life,
Yeah.
and I aspire to be an artist like that, where I think I might already be like that, where I post songs or snippets, and people are inspired, and they reach out and they convey that to me, and they're like, I see the way you live, and I see what you do to pursue your creativity and your passions, and I'm inspired by that, and I want to follow like that.
Do
I love that.
you have a goalpost? Like, is there a certain place you want to reach?
I've always wanted to sell out an arena.
Okay.
um, but I am satisfied with a small show where my friends come out and my family comes to support, people I know. Um, and just to see people, because one of the shows that I went to, I think I said this one in the last interview, but like I went to that show, or I did that show, and the lady afterwards, a lady came up to me and
Mhm.
she was like, I haven't seen live music in a
Yeah.
long time, and I'm so glad that you were the one that I seen.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you.
Right.
Thank you, love you.
Any challenges that you faced during this whole process that you're like, I'm like really glad I didn't give up there.
I feel like I deal with a lot of mental stuff,
Mhm.
which is what fuels my music as well. Because when I'm in a, because when my emotions are really riled up, I'll write it out, and I'll sing it out, I'll rap it out, whatever. But since I moved to Portland, I feel like I kind of mellowed out and became a version of me I don't recognize, and I kind of don't love.
Mhm.
I'm kind of missing a little bit of chaos, or like fire or passion, and I think my music is really reflecting that. So yeah, right now I'm going through a bit of a block, and I feel like those are always very hard for me because
Mhm.
I question myself a lot, and I'm like, am I actually a good artist, or am I making really trash fucking music right now? But then I get feedback and responses from people who really like my music, and they're like, you need to drop this right fucking now,
Mhm.
and I'm like, okay, maybe not, maybe I shouldn't maybe I shouldn't think that way. But I think it's just me versus me in my mind all the time. I think that's my biggest challenge.
Do you think it's only you who determines like how you perceive yourself, or do you think others play a big part in it?
No, absolutely, I think it's me versus me all the time, and like my brain puts words in other people's mouths, you know
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like in terms of perception, I'm like, this is how they perceive me.
Mhm.
And it's, I have to remind myself, like, like, you're just making that shit up,
Yeah.
like, relax, like, they haven't said anything about that, like, you don't
Yes.
have to think that way. So it's always like a constant battle with
Oh.
myself.
Okay. Was do you have a piece that's like very emotionally tied to you?
I feel like all my music is very emotionally tied, because if not, I'm not really making the music if my emotions aren't riled up. But I was spitting songs out when I was going through a situationship. Yo, like, the music was fire, but I was going through it. But one of the pieces I would say is probably Addict. Um it's about how I always rely on like my dopamine fixes whenever I'm not feeling
Mm.
so great.
Mhm.
Um and that song is one that I recently performed for the first time at an open mic here. But I don't do it often cuz I feel like it's a little too
Mm.
close to home, you
Yes.
know?
Do you have anything you want to say to people who may be on the same journey as you?
Yes, I feel like this might be the only question I'm prepared for, because I've been thinking about it, and it's almost like what I would say to a younger version of
Oh.
myself. Stop aiming for perfection,
Mhm.
because you get so engrossed in things being perfect that you put things off for so long. And then time goes by, and something that you could have dropped or done years ago, now you're doing at a different stage of your life. And sometimes that's okay, because you grow, you learn,
Mhm.
and you have a different mental by that time. But you could just drop this music that
Mhm.
you're instead hoarding, and now you're not gonna drop for people to hear, because now you're in a different stage of your life and you don't really relate to that music anymore. You stop that hit close to home. Because a lot of
Damn.
times you
Yeah.
lose those feelings, and then you feel like you can't even perform that song anymore because it
Yeah.
doesn't feel the same.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, stop striving for perfection. And something that I'm recently trying to integrate into my current life is to be like water. because first of all, your body is a large percentage made up of water.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really important, that when you are stuck between really hard places, that you flow. Just be like water and adapt to whatever is going on.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm still on my learning journey, and I'm still making music all the time, even when I am feeling a little burnt out. I just can't help it. I'm like, I gotta listen to music, I gotta write it, I gotta feel whatever I'm feeling. If not, I'm just gonna turn numb again. Decrease, I think, is my alter ego, low key.
Mm.
Like Decrease, she's a rapper. Creesh is a singer.
Wait, before we end it, can you tell me more?
Yeah. So at the moment, I'm working on a Decrease Part 2, but the first Decrease was like really intense. It was like, I don't want a job. I don't want the money. I be lying saying that I got it. Fuck it. I'm dishonest. Got a pocket full of empty dreams. Put it in my pocket. Carry them around till it becomes a birdie. And it went off. And then people really liked that. And I performed that at my last show in Tampa. And everybody was like, whoa, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Tell me more. Okay, so how did you end up picking singing and rapping, or a musician out of all these hobbies that you have lined up?
I think that was just like instinct. I think it's the thing that I'm most drawn to, and the thing that I most gravitate to when I need to express myself artistically. Because there are times where I'm like, damn, I can't make music right now. And then I turn to painting or drawing or photography. My camera's been broken for like a year now. And so I haven't been too into photography lately. But I get those like cravings of like, I need to be creative. And so I need an outlet. And that's where whatever pops up.
Okay, thank you guys for watching Share Your Story. I'm here with, again,
Kriesh.
And where can we find you again?
You can find me on Instagram at Dekrish. That's DEKRIESH. And on all streaming platforms at KRIESH. Krish.
Thank you guys. Bye. I hope you enjoy.
Forever clouded, dark,
I like
together
that. That
we
was
could
smooth.
chill.
Yeah.